For people with a knack for frequent traveling, especially across multiple time zones, a GMT watch is a perfect companion to keep track of the time where you are and where you live, or what you would call home. But how a watch indicates this can vary. Usually, a GMT watch has an additional central hand that points to a second time zone, most commonly on a 24-hour scale, and working in tandem with the main 12-hour indication. But for the sake of practicality, you would want to have your local time to be on a 12-hour scale, since it's most effective to know exactly what time it is where you actually are, and not the time back home. So what separates a flyer or traveler's GMT from a so-called office or caller GMT is how you set the time. I'll explain how this works in a bit, but first it's important to know that there aren't that many Swiss-made mechanical movements that have flyer GMT functionality in watches priced below the €1,500 mark, and this is where Certina comes in with force. So, say you live in London and it's 11 PM there, but you're about to land in Singapore, which is a couple of hours ahead. You unscrew the crown of your watch, set it out to the first position and adjust the local hour hand accordingly, also crossing midnight, so the date makes a jump forward as well. The GMT hand would still be indicating your home time, while the regular hour hand will tell you the time of day where you are at that very moment. An Office GMT wouldn't be able to do that, as the functionality is limited to just indicating home time on a 12-hour scale and local time on a 24-hour scale, which is essentially reversed. With the DS Action GMT, Certina adds a new and travel-ready dimension to its successful DS Action collection. Aimed towards an active lifestyle, the DS Action range is known for its robust build quality, yet remains rather accessible when it comes down to the price. The collection relies on the brand's double security system, which explains the DS designation, and consists of compelling divers, GMT watches and day-date models. This new DS Action GMT combines the robustness of a dive watch with the added versatility of a GMT watch, making for a very attractive package. Its 41mm wide case tops out at 14mm in height, giving it a great deal of presence on the wrist. You will certainly feel this watch on the wrist, but during my time it never felt unbalanced and it never felt uncomfortable. The robust look and feel of the DS Action GMT are also backed up by its more than adequate 200-meter water resistance. The dial has applied indices and hands, all finished with superluminova. In addition to the central hour and minute hands, there's a triangular tipped GMT hand to indicate home time. This GMT hand points to the two-tone sapphire crystal insert with a 24-hour scale on the bidirectional rotating bezel, effectively creating a second time zone indication. And as you can see, we've had the black and green version for this video, but the bezel insert also comes in black and brown with a black dial, or in red and blue with a blue dial. Inside we find the Powermatic 80.661 automatic movement, which gives the DS Action GMT its added practicality, and this movement allows you to adjust the local hour hand in 1 hour increments in both directions, with the date jumping back and forth when you cross midnight if needed. Now this makes all the difference when traveling, as an Office GMT would only adjust the GMT hand to your local time, most commonly on the aforementioned 24-hour scale. Your regular hour hand would then only serve as the home time indication, which can be a tad confusing if you're dealing with, let's say, the effect of a jet lag. And Certina did good in bypassing this and opting for a true GMT movement. Now, the Certina DS Action GMT comes on a fully brushed stainless steel 3-link bracelet with a folding clap that sadly lacks micro-adjustability, which would be the icing on the cake. Nevertheless, it's a very good overall package with a very fair price of 1,040 Swiss francs or 1,070 Swiss francs depending on the dial color. So, is this the next big hit for Certina? Could it be this year's surprise entry in the GMT watch segment? To us, it certainly has all the signs of it. But let us know what you think in the comment, and as ever, thank you for watching Monochrome, and I'll see you in the next video.